All right, now one of my favorite things about Phantom Forces is the fact that it has so many different weapons and conversions, and if you've seen any of my videos, you're definitely going to already know that, so I don't have to repeat it 11,000 times. However, in the test plays for Phantom Forces, for specifically the M4 or AR-15 style weapons, we have received a brand new conversion called 6.5 Grendel. What that is, I don't know, because I was just alerted about it in my Discord server like minutes ago, but I want to check it out for myself, because I'm always happy to see new content whenever it's added to Phantom Forces. So anyway, let's go ahead and we'll check it out here. So you can see a lot of weapons are marked in red, which in the test plays, that basically means that they're doing rebalances to either that weapon or that conversion in particular. So in this case, we got something brand new here, so that's still in the works. With 6.5 Grendel requiring 1,515 kills. Presumably that's going to be the same for all of the weapons that have it, which seems like it's going to basically be all the M4/AR-15 style weapons. So basically, what it seems to be is it's going to be 7.62x51 or 7.62 NATO or the ammo type that weapons like the G3 fire, but with apparently half the recoil and a less magazine capacity. And you also get like a cool magazine model switch. So you can see we go from like the standard kind of blocky type of magazine to like one with a proper cute little waffle pattern going on. That's neat. Okay, let's build this. All right, we've got it actually built, I think, relatively okay with the new 6.5 Grendel conversion. So let's just go ahead and try out the recoil first. Honestly, that feels relatively same compared to the default M16A3 recoil. And it also just kind of occurred to me that I didn't even look at the stats for this. So far, though, that damage seems to be a little bit crazy, so as is my sensitivity, I think I have to lower it. So if we go ahead and we actually take a look at the default ammo here, we're talking 32 damage up close and 22 damage at range. However, now we're getting 22 damage at range just like before, but with 36.8, just about 37 up close damage, which is really, really good for a weapon like this, considering that recoil, like I said, it doesn't really seem to be all too affected by it. The main downside is going to be the like 4 less ammo capacity in the magazine overall, which honestly, to get a 3-shot guaranteed like damage is relatively pretty good. I can't complain about that. Also, this version of Metro looks sick, dude. They gotta add this. Oh, I'm panicked just flinging my mouse everywhere, but it's kind of working. That damage is so solid, dude. So to check back on this real quick, so we're getting that just about 37 damage. Well, over 37 damage, actually. We actually get a proper torso multiplier with this. Out to 68 studs. That is quite a distance, actually, to be able to 3-shot. Now, of course, I'd imagine that this probably is going to vary by weapon. Like you could check here on the M4A1, it's going to be only out to about 30 studs, but it does have a different ammo or different damage up to just about 40. I think we're getting a little bit over 40 with the torso multiplier too, so it's like more powerful, but like at shorter range. So for each AR-15 M4 type variant, it's going to have slightly different stats. Now that does make me wonder, do we have it on the Colt LMG? We do. Oh, that's a big magazine. It only holds 34. The magazine like gets like 30% larger, but it cuts the ammo capacity almost in half. But we are getting guaranteed over 40 damage now. That is insane. Out to 51 studs. So let's go ahead and we'll try this on the Colt LMG actually. So I do seem to like it on the M16A3. It does seem like it has a good balance between magazine capacity, recoil, things like that. For like damage, it just all seems very nice. Ooh, that recoil is a little bit rough on this one. However, I may just have the Colt LMG built poorly. I don't really know what I even have on this. Bro climbed up the wall. What was that? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to try and optimize this thing a little bit better. Recoil is not looking all too hot on this. Jesus, that's loud. Oh my God. Hold on, I gotta lower my volume. This thing is so loud. What are you doing? You're scaring me. Stop shooting me. So I'll try it on something else. Let's do like, oh, one of my favorites here, the C7A2, if I can ever find it. There it is. So you can see we're also still getting, of course, that magazine, like the waffle kind of pattern to it. We're getting a 33.3 with the torso multiplier brings it up to about 34 damage, up close, all the way out to 19 damage at range. And of course, out to just about 70 studs again. That's not bad. So making the C7A2 a 3-shot, it seems kind of overpowered. This weapon's already pretty overpowered as is. Okay, I just wanted to test recoil, but jumping into my crosshair is totally adequate as well. But as you can see, that recoil is actually super, super low for what you're getting. We could just test it here. Like, yeah, honestly, it's a little bit more rough and like vertical than the typical C7A2 recoil pattern. But it's honestly just good. It's just pretty nice. It's just kind of providing that like really, really good close-up damage with the trade-off of just a little bit less overall magazine capacity, which I think is a very fair trade-off and something I'd like to see on more weapons. Now, Mr. Greedy over here, he gets one new item and he's like, more, I want more of that. I know, I'm sorry. There's so many people above me, dude. Oh my god, I can hear so many. I'm curious about the penetration on this as well. Let's take a look. We're getting oh, hold on. Is it like, oh no, it does increase penetration actually. That's interesting. So it looks like on all the weapons, it's also going to be a little bit different on depending on which weapon it is, but it's still relatively good. Like, I mean, one stud is, you know, it's one stud, I guess. I don't know. There's not all too much that I could say about that in particular. Now, but of course, it wouldn't be a complete M4/AR-15 type of thing if it's not on the Colt Mars or the Colt SMG, which it's going to be on neither, of course, because they're SMGs. Sad though it may be. I mean, technically the 5.0 is kind of AR-15 style. Maybe it's not going to have it, but I'll check. Yeah, of course not. That's fine. That's fine. So it's going to be your typical assault rifle type of weapon, I'd say, that's going to actually have it here. So that would also, I'd kind of assume that we're going to have it on the C8A2. I'd imagine we're probably going to have it on as well. It looks like we do. Sporting, again, nearly 40 damage, but only out to 20 studs, bro. That is nothing. Recoils also seems okay. It's like, it's kind of rough, but it's like the fun, bouncy kind of rough recoil, you know? I don't know how to describe it. Some weapons just have like that really fun combo of fire rate and like recoil that just makes it look like it's really, really cool. If we go ahead and build this one though, let's do just like, I'll run the stock irons, to be honest. Yeah, that's really good. It reminds me a lot of like the M16A1 recoil. I like that a lot. Goofy, ugly magazine though, to be honest, unfortunately. But solid performance, I guess. I mean, the thing is, there's not all too much that I can say about it because I basically have told you the gist of what it is now. You're trading off like maybe a little bit of recoil alongside a little bit of magazine capacity for a little more damage. It's like a super fair trade-off. And again, something I'd like to see more weapons have the availability of being able to have, I guess. I do like this, and I do probably expect them to nerf this a little bit because this does feel like a pretty overpowered conversion. But in its current state in the test place, if you want to check it out, I'll leave a link to the test place in the description below, where you could do just that. Like I said, it's on seemingly most of the M4/AR-15 style weapons. So, you know, do with that what you will. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. It's not really the biggest update in the world, but I do like the fact that it is on so many different weapons. I just jumped out of the map. Okay. Thank you, Green Laser, for poking through the wall. Very cool. But yeah, that's pretty much all that I can say about it. If you guys want to check it out, like I said, I'll leave it. I can't speak. But yeah, again, there's not too much that I can say about it. It's a cool little update. It's a cool little quality of life change. If you guys want to check it out, like I said, test place in the description below. Christmas merch, of course, is going to be linked in the pinned comment. Don't forget to get that. And also, as well, big thanks to all the channel members as per usual. And if you want to become one too, you can do so with the link in the description below. Big thanks to the guy who mentioned it to me in my Discord server for showing this to me, because I didn't actually see it originally whenever I did kind of like my nightly check on the test place today. And yeah, I guess let me know what your thoughts are on this below and stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Peace. You wanna say something? You wanna say hi? You wanna say hi to everybody? Something's running towards us.